My dear students, in this class, in this video, I will try to make you familiar with preparation of term paper. You have to prepare a term paper, practicum term paper on any one of the following. 5 topics are given by the university. The 5 topics are speech and speech mechanism, word formation, developing teaching learning material, syntax, and content analysis. These are the 5 topics. But I will prefer first 3 topics, that means speech and speech mechanism, word formation, and developing teaching learning material, because these topics are comparatively easy to write. Well, if you want to deal with syntax or content analysis, you can do so. You are at liberty to make choice of the topic. Any one of the topics should be dealt with. Now, what is the format of writing term paper? The term paper is equivalent to a presentation or writing a journal, writing a paper in the journal. It is equivalent to writing a paper in a journal. So, if you want to write a paper, you have to write a title page, the title of the paper. So, title page will be there. In the title page, you will write term paper on the topic what you have made choice of. Say, for example, word formation. Term paper on word formation, or term paper on developing teaching learning material, in this fashion, by your name and your registration number and everything, all details. That will constitute the title page. The second page, in the second page you have to write abstract. So leave that page, abstract. It will be written at the end of the term paper. The third page will be table of content. You leave that page also, because you have to write the content first, and you have to write the content or the chapters, everything first, and then you have to make page number of your writing, and then you can write the content. So it will be done at the last. Next comes the introduction. What will contain in the introduction? You have to go through the topic very extensively. Suppose you are writing on word formation, you have to read a lot on word formation. You can read books on word formation. You can read journal publication on word formation from Google. You have to write paper on word formation, and you will find several papers on word formation in the internet. And if you go through that, you will find how the word formation has been done in English language. So you study a lot and write a brief introduction of the paper. What you have done in the paper, that is your introduction. Now, the third point, the next point comes after introduction, the main body with chapters. Main body with chapters. That means chapter 1. Chapter 1, you have to write total 4 chapters. Each chapter will be constituted by 2 or 3 pages, maximum 2 or 3 pages. On each chapter you have to write, and you have to insert a name of the chapter. Say, for example, you are writing on word formation, chapter 1. Chapter 1, what can be the name of the chapter? There are several methods of word formation. The most important method is derivation. So derivation, chapter 1 on derivation. Derivation, what is derivation? How did it take place? How the word is formed by suffixes and prefixes? You have to write everything. If it is on teaching learning material, then what is teaching learning material? Why is it essential in the classroom situation? How to display teaching learning material? How to take active participation of the students for displaying or for showing teaching learning material? How can teaching learning material be prepared by the students on their own? How can it can be made a low cost teaching learning material which can the students afford easily? All these things you can write in introduction. You write 1 page on introduction, 1 page. 1 page on chapter 1. Sorry, not introduction. Introduction is already been over. Chapter 1. So chapter 1, in chapter 1 you have to give the name of the chapter. Low cost, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. You have to write 4 chapters. 1 chapter, if you are writing on development of teaching learning material, 1 chapter can be written as the name of the chapter can be low cost teaching learning material. It is very important. The cost is very much important in Indian situation. So low cost teaching learning material, it can constitute 1 chapter. So you just think about the important points, the main points of your topic, and divide the points into chapters. 4 chapters you are required to write, and on each chapter you will write 2 or 3 pages. And after that, findings. So what are your findings? What did you get after the study on teaching learning material, after the study of on word formation, or after the study on speech mechanism? What did you get? What did you get? What new innovative things has come into your mind? New flashes have arrived in your mind. So you have to read it out from papers and write 3 or 4 findings. 3 or 4 findings point wise, total max to max 100 words on findings. And the next page, in the next page you are to write conclusion. So why is it important? Why has it been included in English language? What is the importance of the topic dealt with by you? What is the importance of, say you are dealing with syntax, so what is the importance of syntax in English language? Why is it very much important? All these things you can write in your conclusion part. So conclusion part may be 1 or 1.5 pages. And after that, you have to write references. I have already told you, you have to write, you have to read out many things. You have to go through internet, you have to go through many papers written by many persons in the field of English language, and also in the field of education, and you are also required to read many books. So where from you have taken help? Just give the names of the books with the names of the authors, the year of publication, the name of the book, and if there is any publisher, the name of the publisher. If it was published in journal, the name of the journal, that is to be given in the reference portion. So how many references should you give? At least you give 8 to 10 references, or 7 to 10 references you can give. So references, after that, the last one is you have to write appendix What is appendix? So when you go through several books or when you study from internet, you will find several pictures given which are very much child centric in attitude, given in the internet. Pictures are given. In case of word formation, tables are given, prefixes and suffixes, and constituting words, the derivatives used, everything. Somehow you will get some tables. You can get some tables, you can get some pictures, you can get some graphs. Whatever you have got while studying your topic, just collect them. 3 or 4 or 5 appendices. That means you are to attach those appendices. Download from internet and attach in your paper, in your term paper. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the appendices. So the examiner will be very much pleased that you have studied a lot and you have given the appendices, and when you have given one table or one picture, what is the meaning of that table? What is the name of that table? What does it convey? That is to be written in one line, 1 or 2 lines below the picture or below the table. In this fashion, you attach some appendices. And I have told you to keep one page blank for abstract. For abstract, you are required to page 1 page blank. What is that blank page? The blank page will constitute the abstract. Abstract means what you have done. What you have done actually. What you have done. That means in different chapters, what you have written, summarize it, and you will get the abstract. You will get the abstract. Summarize your chapters, you will get the abstract. If you want to get model of abstract, I have dictated in the class before the lockdown period. When I have taken class, I have given it, I have dictated it on my own to the class, and they have written it. You can ask them, especially you can ask from Minu Hasda, Noyonika, you can ask from Ipshita. They will be able to give you model abstract, what has been dictated by me during the classroom situation. They will be able to give a copy of that, photocopy of that in WhatsApp, by WhatsApp. But don't use exactly the same abstract. Change it according to your own ideas. No 2 students should write the same abstract. If you write that, then the examiner will think that you have copied, and copying is always discarded. In this fashion, you prepare your term paper for your practicum purpose and for your practicum notebook, and where what is to be produced during your practicum examination before the external. Okay, thank you. This much for today.